straight into this video because it's been 35,000 tries, and it's been 65,645,000 hours since we've last seen each other. So how are you doing? No, Wendy Williams. How you doing? You guys see her video when she passed out? She was like, so the car said, and she's like, irrelevant. Okay, today's video is about staying motivated all 2018. All 2018. All 2018. Yo, okay? So, I don't know if you guys have this trouble of just staying motivated with anything that you have set for yourself, but these are the 5 tips that I have set up for myself, and I hope it works for you guys as well. And the reason why I set these up is because this year, 2017, has been the greatest, the best, and the worst of them all, okay? So I've learned a lot, definitely, and this has pushed me to the edge. All my motivation is dead, y'all. And now I know better. So going in right to numero uno. Make a plan. If you want to stay motivated, if you want to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, you gotta make a plan about it. Like, nothing just happened like that. You gotta make a plan. It has to be A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, F, G, H, I, K, A, M, S, full tacto. Okay? All that. It gotta be all of that. Variables and all. 8 to the second power, bro. Like, it gotta be that serious. And you have to plan it out. Because when we're not realistic with ourselves, we're gonna think, you're gonna think you're Beyonce's daughter when you're not. You're clearly a Teletubby. Like, you can't do that. You can't be a Teletubby and expecting to dance for Beyonce. You're a Teletubby. Teletubbies don't even speak English. I don't care, don't they? That's not even how they, it doesn't work. So you need to write it down. For me, I write it down on paper. When it's in ink, it is legal, it is legit, and it's gonna happen. And I can check it off, check it on, check it erase, whatever I gotta do, write it out. I do what I do. Or I write on my wall. I have a mirror, my mirror in my room. I used to write on it with Expo marker because you can just literally wipe it off with glass cleaner. Do not do this at home if you have overly, what's the word? Strict parents, because they will knock you out. Don't do that. But yeah, and I feel good. Number 2, surround yourself with people that are like-minded, who think like you. Well, not like you, or what you would aspire to be. Sometimes we're not necessarily where we need to be. So having people that are already where we would want to be, or in that same state of mind, it's like,
hey, bro. What? Oh my
God! Stay tuned for the following commercials. What the flip? I can never win. And we're back. Welcome back to America/Mickey. Dang it. Like I was saying, surround yourself with people that are on your level, in a sense where you would want to be or where you would like to see yourself. So for example, most of my mentors are graduated with master's degrees. They also have something that they're starting, whether it's an organization or anything. So where I'm trying to be in my life, I also, want to be in that level of education. And as well, why is my voice shaky? Dies slowly. As well as starting my own businesses and business plans and what I have in store. So I would surround myself or ask people for counsel. Sometimes they don't have to necessarily be around you, but they're acquaintances. So you make sure you talk to them. Not acquaintances, they're definitely your friends. And not your friend, but they're your You can have friends and you have mentors. That's how I feel like. They don't have to be the same. Because my mentors are really older than me. Not that they're that old, but they're not my friends. They're my mentors. That's why they're my mentors. But I also have friends, who are like me, who are young, all that stuff, but they aspire to be somebody. So that's what I meant. They have levels. Okay? And with that being said, keeping a small circle. You don't need to have a square of friends. You do not need a rectangle of friends. This is too much. You don't need the disciple table that Jesus had. You don't need that. And even Jesus, because he had 12 disciples, those weren't all his friends. Okay? Those weren't all his friends. So, they were all his friends, but like those were his best buddies. Like he had his best friends. So do that. Like have people that you're really close to and you don't even need a circle. You need like a period. Period. Okay? Smart. Okay? And also with that, with people you're putting around you, always be observant. Evaluate people. People change. So you may have a friend that, was like-minded. All of a sudden, they're no longer like-minded. What do? You slowly remove yourself. They may find their way back. They may find there's a back. But it's okay to let go of people that you're comfortable with. It's really okay because people change. And there are 7 billion people out in this world. You can definitely meet probably not the same exact person, but someone quite differently the same. Yeah, what I just said. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's number 2, surround yourself with like-minded people. Number 3, meditating, me time. Okay, as for me, I'm a firm believer of Jesus Christ, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I had to say that because some people, they believe in the Holy Spirit and God, but not Jesus. So that's where I stand in my life. So when I'm saying meditation and me time, it's more of me and him time. I'm working on that, but I know it's a vital part of motivating myself because sometimes as a human, all the time, you can't really rely on yourself. Your strength, you become weak. When you're healthy, you become sick. Like stuff happened to you, and you measure yourself with materials, and even with other people. One day they're there, one day they're not. So it's great to be close to Jesus. Oh my God, I'm dying. There's gas coming up and down, and I'm literally dying on national television. Oh my God, everyone in the world's gonna see this. When I win a Grammy, I want this video to show. I'm just kidding. Okay, back on topic. Back on topic. Topic. I think it's my gap. I can't speak English. Off topic for 1 second. When I had my last job, I was working with kids, right? This kid, he was like, Miss Mickey, did you fall? You're missing a teeth. I was like, no, Connor. I was born this way, Connor. Thank you, Connor. And this little boy, he's so like rude. He put his whole little finger in my mouth, like in between my gap. And little kid's fingers, it's like little chunky little. I wanted to throw him so bad. Like he did not get graham crackers for snack that day. Trust me. Okay? He got animal crackers. Anyways, yeah, it's good for me to keep myself centered with God because that's, he gave me life, and having that time to really understand him, he's great. He's all these things, all his attributes of who he is makes me understand more of what I can do because when you know who you're serving, you know what you can do yourself. And I feel like that works that will work for everyone, for whatever you do. As in like, people who have higher powers or spirituality, whatever, you just need to have that median where you're focused and you know where you're coming from, you know what you're trying to be, and you know what you're trying to accomplish. So really just sitting down and having me time. And my best me time is in nature. So if I'm in a park, by a lake, by the ocean, that's where I'm the freest and the most humblest. That's not a word. Is humblest a word? Okay, I made that up. Yeah, that's where I'm the most humblest, and I don't care. Because I feel just being stripped away from everything around me, like the TV, social media, everything, I can focus on what I'm trying to do, trying to portray. And it's always good to have me time, because you will get caught up so fast in what this world has to offer. And you got to be like, yo, like, at the end of the day, I bleed red just like everybody else. I got blue. I don't know what's blue in your body, but blue arteries. You have blue arteries. I love my teleprompter. Okay, so yeah. Also, with the me time, investing in yourself. So for those, these are like for my business people or school people who are really trying to like put themselves out there in any type of way, you know, really invest in yourself. Sometimes you gotta go broke from your friends, but get rich with yourself. In a sense where, you know, you don't have to always go out and buy those new Jordans that just released on December 9th, 2017. You don't need to get those. You don't need those. You don't need those. Even though they gym red and they're really fire. You don't need them. You don't need them. You know, even though like they really souped up, you don't need them. Okay? And maybe you need to like buy a book, read a book, you know, invest in yourself. Take time to, you know, have the balance, I would say. Also, I don't write sloppy, but I wrote this so sloppy. It looked like I said uneven your mama. And I was like, what? How am I gonna even my mom? Like, she's even. Oh my god. Okay. It says unveil your mind. Okay, unveil your mind. Explore your thoughts. Okay, when you're around people all the time, sometimes you don't think too much. Like, I'm an only child / I have siblings, but mostly only child. So I'm alone 24/7. But I don't necessarily listen to my mind all the I'm lying. I listen to myself all the time. But I don't really unveil my mind in a sense where I unpack everything and I make sense of it all and try to understand where it's coming from. I don't do that enough. And so that's really a part of me time and really getting to know why you're thinking the way you're thinking and how you can change it to make it better. Or, no, not make it worse. There's no or. Yeah, how to make it better and, you know, venture out. And with that being said, also praying. Praying is a big deal for me. I struggle with it because reading the Bible for Christians, if you're a Christian, reading the Bible is where God's talking to you, and when you're praying is when you're talking to God. So that cycle has to continuously keep going. And you know, when people don't have the cycle, you kind of like a wave. You know, you get wishy-washy. You know, people don't know. You know, they don't know where you stand. So you need that root. You need to be a tree. You're rooted in there. You need to be rooted. I don't know what talking means. Okay. Push. Okay, no. 3, meditate, me time. 4, push. Push. No matter what's happening, I'm telling you. I'm saying this from experience. No matter what's happening. Tsunami. Don't try to swim. Just give up. Because I don't know where you can go. But, you know, adversity in life, haters gonna hate. People are gonna talk about you if you're doing good, if you're doing bad. Like, it's, you know, I know. And we're back. Okay. Pushing. Take breaks in a sense where when everything's going way too fast, you can pause everything and press play when you're ready. okay? You can yield what you're doing. Number 5, acknowledge your progress. Wherever you came from, wherever you started, it does not matter. It's all about where you finish. Good job, John. It is where you finish. It's where you finish, guys. It's where you put all the efforts in. It's where it shows. I don't know why I just paused for dramatic effect. Please ignore that. It's where you finish. It's when you get that trophy. It's when all the blood, sweat, and tears made sense. It's when all that happens. It all makes sense. So right now in the chaos and you grinding and stuff like that, you're not going to see it. You're not going to really see why. But if you always have the picture in your head, the picture is going to keep you going. And that, my friends, is the 5 tips I have for winning all 2018. Winning team. We finna win. Motivation. Stay motivated. Keep yourself motivated, hydrated, contaminated. That's how I'm going to say. Yeah. So yeah, you guys. Yay! Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I love you. Okay, yeah. I love. Oh, try to do that. I love. Oh, took it lower. Oh, you heard that? Yeah, you know, like 2018, like run away from everything. Somebody try you, they be like, man, girl, I don't like you. Da, da, da. Cannot do that. You gotta be on it. Bear on it, bear on it. You can't get on me. I'm not gonna stop. I just said name is like no. Yeah. So number 1, make a plan. And remember, these are not in no particular order. Take them how you want them. These are just the tags I'm going to use for you. Tissue. Yeah. Never stop. Keep. Girl, you are so big. Ignore. Okay. Cause nobody has the time, whatever, never. We don't have time for that. There's no time for that. There's no time. Okay. Tell me what I'm That's all, folks. Thanks for watching The Mickey Show. Hey, Yo, it's me. Yes, me. Oh, hey, it's me. Yeah, it's Mickey. Go, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. What I do? What it is? Let's get it.